Over the past 7 months, I've tested multiple AI-powered channels across different niches, and in this free 2-hour course, I'll show you exactly how you can start your own, just like those faceless channels pulling in millions of views. What most people don't realize is they're using a business model called YouTube automation, where you create videos without showing your face. I'll walk you through it step by step, niche by niche, using real examples made with free AI tools. You can skip to any section using the timestamps in the description. Let's jump in. Just the other day, I discovered a faceless YouTube channel that had created a simple productivity video using stick animations. Nothing fancy, straight to the point content. No advanced skills were needed, just a clear strategy. And guess what? With only 8 videos, they had over 200,000 subscribers and were getting 200,000 plus views per video. So I dug deeper into their strategy. And let me tell you, it's shockingly simple. In fact, I replicated their process in under an hour. And later in this video, I'll reveal a powerful secret that can help you maximize your YouTube earnings, something most creators won't tell you. Let's dive in. The first step is writing your script. This is the most important part of your video, and it's going to decide whether your content performs well or not. Now, here's what you need to do. Start by researching your competition. Look for channels in your niche and find the videos that are absolutely crushing it. Once you've found a winner, click on it and scroll down to the transcript. You'll see it appear on the right side. Then click the 3 dots and select Toggle Timestamps. This will make it easier to navigate. Now copy the entire script. Now we're going to take this script and use it as inspiration, but we'll supercharge it with the help of AI. Stick with me and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Once you've copied the script, it's time to take it to the next level. Head over to DeepSeek and paste the entire script into the tool. Now, here's the fun part. Ask DeepSeek to adapt the script to your topic of choice. In this case, you're going to adapt it to addiction, a serious topic with plenty of room to dive deep. DeepSeek will go ahead and rewrite the script, keeping the core structure, but shifting the focus to addiction. It's going to keep things flowing and natural, just like the original script, but now with your unique spin. But here's where you need to be a bit more hands-on. Don't just copy and paste the new script and call it a day. Personalize it. Next up, ask DeepSeek to describe the stick character for every 2 seconds of the script. This helps you visualize the characters to use in each part of the video to keep your audience engaged for each part of the script. Now that we have the script and stick image descriptions, the next step is the voiceover, which you can either record yourself or generate using AI. And 11 Labs is one of the best tools for this. Simply visit the 11 Labs website, go to Voices, choose a voice you like, and click on Use. Then head over to Text-to-Speech. Paste your script and click Generate Speech. Once it's ready, download the voiceover by clicking the arrow icon and you're all set. Now comes the fun part, generating the stick or sketch-style animations. If you look closely at the video I showed earlier, you'll notice that the stick characters aren't actually moving. No fancy animations, just simple static images appearing in sequence. At first, I thought creating 100 images would be overwhelming. And while AI image generators could help, it would still take time. Then I remembered seeing similar stick animations in Canva before. After browsing through Canva's stick figure library, I realized that most of the images used in these types of videos were already available, with only a few needing AI-generated additions. That means we can create this entire video using just Canva, making the process faster and easier. If you don't already have Canva, use the link in the description to get started. From the Canva homepage, click on YouTube video, and a blank canvas will open. Start by clicking Upload to bring in the voiceover from 11 Labs. Then drag and drop it into the timeline. Next, change the background to black or any color of your choice. I'll go with black. Since our images are static, I'll add a camera overlay to introduce slight movement in the background. Then lower the transparency so it doesn't overpower our images. Now, the goal is to match the right stick character to what's being said. To do this, go to Elements, type Sticky Man or Stick Figure, and select one based on the descriptions from DeepSeek. Clicking on the 3 dots will also let you explore other designs from the same creator, helping maintain a consistent style throughout the video. Then, go ahead and find the stick figure you want to use, drag it onto the canvas, and customize it to match your style. You can change the color to your preference. I'll go with white to make it stand out against the black background. I'll move the stick figure to the middle and add a subtle animation to keep viewers engaged. Next, I'll add some text to enhance the visual storytelling. For example, displaying the word addiction on a board to emphasize key points in the narration. To do that, I'll click on Text, then select Add a Heading and type my text. I'll then position and resize it to fit perfectly on the board. To make it stand out, I'll also change the font to one that matches the style and tone of the video. Now, I want the word to appear after a few seconds in the video, so I'll listen to the voiceover carefully and drag the text in the timeline to match the exact moment I want it to appear. I'll also animate the text to make it more engaging, choosing an effect that smoothly brings it onto the screen at the right moment. Then, I'll move to the next scene by placing the timing bar where I want the new image to appear and selecting Split Page. Next, I'll find the next stick figure that matches my script, drag it onto the timeline, change the color, and position it accordingly. I'll continue adding elements and repeating the same process until the entire animation is complete. To speed things up, I'll fast forward through this part. The script we generated is for a 5-minute video, but to demonstrate the process, I'll create a 30-second sample so you can see exactly how it works. This will give you a clear step-by-step guide to follow when making the full video on your own. Once the animations match the voiceover, the next step is sound design to enhance viewer engagement. It's crucial to use copyright-free music to avoid strikes on your YouTube account. To add background music, I'll go to Audio and right here in Canva. Search for a track that fits the mood of the video, then drag and drop it into the timeline. Finally, I'll reduce the volume drastically so it stays subtle and doesn't overpower the narration. Once you've finalized all placements, click on Share, select MP4, and increase the resolution to 4K for better quality. To avoid copyright strikes for the background music, connect your social accounts before downloading. Once downloaded, your video is ready to be uploaded to YouTube. That's the entire video creation blueprint that can help you get millions of views and generate passive income. But as I mentioned earlier, there's still a major revenue stream many creators overlook. Here's why. When people watch these videos, they often wonder what tools were used to create them. That curiosity is a goldmine. Instead of just listing the tools in your video description, use affiliate links. These special links track sales back to you, meaning you earn a commission every time someone makes a purchase through your link. The best part? It's incredibly simple to set up because almost every software company has an affiliate program. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.
Most people think of addiction as this big, scary thing that only happens to other people. You know, the kind of thing you hear about in movies or see on the news, but never think could touch your life. But if you take a step back, you'll see it's closer than you think. It's in the way someone can't go an hour without checking their phone, how someone needs that morning coffee to function, or how someone feels like they can't relax without a drink after work. Now, here's something to consider.
The ancient Egyptian civilization, one of the world's oldest and most fascinating cultures, thrived along the fertile banks of the Nile River for over 3 millennia. Known for its remarkable achievements.
This entire video, including the script and voiceover, was created inside Canva. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Let's dive in. The first step is to write a script. Use the link in the description to access Canva Pro for free for 30 days. Once you are on the home page, you will select Write My Free Draft. Then on this box is where you will type your prompt. I will just ask Canva to write me a short intro about the Egyptian civilization and then click on Generate. As you can see in a matter of a second, we have our engaging intro for the documentary. If you are satisfied with the results, copy the text. I'm just going to use the first paragraph for this tutorial, but if you want to make a longer video, you can state that in your prompt, then you will get a longer script. Now the next step is to generate a voiceover. At the top of the screen, you will click on the plus sign. Choose video on the options given. Since we are making a YouTube video, then you will land on this page. Now this is where all the magic will happen. Now let's search for a text-to-speech tool. In the toolbar, you will scroll down and click on apps, then search for text-to-speech. You will see here there is a lot of AI tools that you can start using for free. So let me just use this one over here. Then I will paste the script over here and preview the voices available. I will just choose a suitable voice for our narrator. I will choose the echo voice and click on Generate. It will take less than a minute to generate. Once it's done, listen to your voice over and click on Add to Design. As you can see, the voiceover appears at the bottom of the screen. This is where the editing is going to take place. And I'm actually not going to start with the voiceover at the start of the video, but I'm going to create a suspenseful buildup to really hook the viewers into the video. So I'm going to drag the voiceover a little bit further onto the timeline for now. So I want to start with a black screen. To do this, you want to select the first scene, click on the colors icon, and select a black color. Next to the colors, you can set the duration of a scene. I want this to play very short, so I will set this one to have a second. Now, for the next step, I want to briefly show 4 images or videos to set the mood of the video. To do this, I will go to Elements in the toolbar. Because I'm making a documentary about Egypt, I'm going to search for pyramids. Let's start with a simple photo. Choose a suitable photo. This one looked great. I will add it to the design. Enlarge the photo so it fits the entire screen, and I'm going to set the duration of this scene to 1 second. This time I will search for Egypt, and let's add a video for this one. Just like the last scene, I'm only going to show this scene 1 second, so let's speed up the video a bit. To do this, you need to select the scene, select playback, and increase the video speed. Now, again, let's change the duration to 1 second. I'm going to repeat these steps for 2 more scenes. Now let's take a look at what we have so far. I think the first scene is a little bit boring. However, I have a great trick on how you can bring your images to life. Simply select the scene and select Background Remover. Then go back to Elements and let's search for a video we can use as a background. For instance, our sunset video, let's use this one. Again, enlarge it so it fits the entire screen. Don't forget to make the video 1 second long so it matches our original scene, and move it to the background. To do this, you will go to Position, then under Layers, you will select on the video and drag it under the original scene. Another trick you want to use is to add an overlay effect. Simply go to Elements and search for Camera Overlay. Let's use this one over here. Enlarge the video. Again, don't forget to adjust the duration, and what you now want to do is decrease the transparency. To do this, you want to go to Transparency and set it to, for instance, 16%. And you now have a vintage camera effect. I'm simply going to copy this effect and also place it onto the other scenes. All right, now let's see how this looks. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, that's not very impressive, but hold on, because there is one simple trick to make this seem extremely impressive. Let me tell you a secret. You don't need to be a great video editor to make good videos. However, you do need to be good at sound design. So let me prove to you that sounds can completely transform your video. Picking the right sounds and music always depends on your type of video. I have also put a list with sound effects in the description of this video so you can use those as a starting point. To do this, you want to go to Audio in the menu bar and simply search for a sound effect you think suits your video, then drag it to the right place in the timeline. I always suggest you listen to the sound effects in between placements. To adjust the volume, simply select the sound effect and go to the volume icon. Then, adjust the volume to your liking. Simply repeat these steps until you have all the desired sound effects incorporated in your video. I'm also going to add a video of some camels for the next part of the documentary. And now let me show you the start of the video with sound effects. So, you know what I mean with you don't have to be a great editor, you just have to be good at sound design. I think we can all agree that that's looking a lot better all of a sudden. The next step is to simply play the video and listen to the voiceover to determine where you want to switch up the footage. Place the timing bar to the point where you want to switch up the footage and simply select split page. Then go to elements and search for a piece of footage you want to place here instead. Enlarge the video so it fits the entire screen and repeat this for the rest of your video. Play the video, listen to the voice over to determine where you want to switch up the footage, place the timing bar to the point where you want to switch up the footage and split the page. It's as easy as that. Repeat the same process for all the remaining scenes and make sure you match the footage with the voiceover so that your viewers fully understand the documentary. I will fast forward this whole process because the video is long enough already. And what's amazing about Canva is that you can find any element for a whole video and you can make videos in any niche. Now let's delete the empty pages, which will automatically cut up the music to the desired length. The last step is to add transitions in between scenes. To do this, you simply want to select in between scenes and select Add Transition. Pick one you think fits best with your video. Keep in mind that you definitely don't need to add transitions for every scene. Again, the easiest way is to look at how other successful videos are incorporating this and take inspiration from them. If you hover your mouse on the transition, you can actually see what it does before applying it to your scenes. To complete the video, I suggest you add a few more sound effects, for instance, where you have added the transitions, and you are done. Now, let's take a look at the final result.
The ancient Egyptian civilization, one of the world's oldest and most fascinating cultures, thrived along the fertile banks of the Nile River for over 3 millennia. Known for its remarkable achievements in architecture, art, and governance, this civilization left an indelible mark on history. From the construction of the iconic pyramids and the enigmatic Sphinx, to the development of a complex system of writing known as hieroglyphics, the Egyptians demonstrated extraordinary ingenuity and creativity.
Personally, I'm super impressed with the result, and this is only scratching the surface of what's possible with Canva. So, let me know if you want to see more ways on how to use Canva to create faceless videos, and if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
The Vikings were a seafaring people from Scandinavia, specifically modern-day Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, who lived between the 8th and 11th centuries. They are best known for their fearless exploration, raids, and conquests across Europe. Viking warriors skilled in navigation and warfare used longships to travel vast distances, reaching as far as North America, the Mediterranean, and even parts of Asia. Though often depicted as brutal raiders, the Vikings were also traders, farmers, and settlers. They established trade routes that connected Europe to the Middle East, spreading goods, culture, and ideas. Viking society was organized into small, clan-based communities led by chieftains. They believed in Norse mythology, worshipping gods like Odin, Thor, and Freya, and had a rich tradition of storytelling, expressed through sagas. The Viking Age came to an end in the 11th century due to the rise of centralized kingdoms in Europe, the spread of Christianity, and internal conflicts. However, their legacy lives on through their contributions to navigation, shipbuilding, and cultural exchange, as well as in the languages and place names of the regions they once ruled.
Start by generating our script with ChatGPT, and you will enter this prompt. Now that we have our story script, let's then ask ChatGPT this prompt. Now, we will head over to Minimax for video generation. Go to ChatGPT, copy the prompt of your first scene, paste it to Minimax, and hit generate. If this is your first time with Minimax, I have put a link in the comments section for a more detailed tutorial on how you can start with Minimax. Use the timestamps for navigation. You will repeat this process until you have generated all videos for your scenes. If you are getting any value from this video, kindly smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. If you're not happy with the generated video, adjust the prompt a bit and generate again. It now takes about 10 to 15 minutes to generate one video. These are all the videos generated. With all that is done, let's head over to Pixabay to search for music and sounds effects. You will look for music and sound effects that involves the Vikings and download them. Our final step is editing, and for that we will use CapCut. Once on the CapCut interface, import all your videos and music at once. Then drag your voiceover and videos to the timeline to start with your editing. Arrange your videos accordingly and add your sound effects. We will add transitions in between our videos. Choose any that will suit your video. If you are on a free plan, use the ones that don't have the Pro sign on them. Then the final touch is to add a clear filter to your video. The script of a documentary is probably the most important part. Now let's get rid of the watermark. Just select text. And then type in your channel name, then add a black background. And drag it to the corner to cover the watermark. Creating 3D animated stories is now easy with AI. In today's video, we will go through all the steps in animation from the scripts, voiceovers, and finally putting it all together. I will also teach you how to create talking animations.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Everything you will learn in this video is absolutely free. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments section below. Let's begin. So we will start by asking ChatGPT for video ideas by using this prompt: give me popular kids stories I can make a video about. I have listed the prompts in the description of this video, so now ChatGPT will list video ideas that we can use. Choose the one that you like. For this tutorial, we'll choose the one about Snow White and the dwarves. The next step is writing our script. We will again ask ChatGPT for this prompt: generate a short narration story about Snow White and the 7 dwarves, and each scene should be about 4 seconds. Also give me 2 prompts for each scene to generate videos. You can see it has given us exactly what we told it to do, both the prompts and the story voiceover. Now we will go to the next step, which is generating a voice for our narrator. For the voiceover, we will be using TTS Maker, which has a wide range of languages and voices, all for free. So go back to ChatGPT and tell it to regenerate the story without the prompts and labels. That will make it easy for us to generate a voiceover for our script. You can see it has given us only the story. So copy it and go to TTS Maker, select a language and a voice, paste the story, enter the CAPTCHA code, and then click Convert to Speech. Listen to it, and if you are satisfied, download it. Then we move to the next step, which is our images and animations. So for 3D animations, we will be using Hyper AI. Hyper AI is a mind-blowing AI video generation tool, which is completely free. These are some of the generations. It can create videos from prompts or still images. So go back to ChatGPT and copy the first prompt and go back to Hyper AI. Click on Create Video with Text, paste your prompt, select the duration and aspect ratio, add 3D animation and the animation style to the prompt. After, click Create. After some 2 to 3 minutes, our video will be generated. if you are getting a value from this video, please kindly smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. Now let's get back to the tutorial. As you can see, it is pretty good. Now go back to ChatGPT and copy the second prompt and repeat the process. Keep doing this over and over until all the videos are generated. Remember to always include 3D animation and Disney inspired to get the best results, or else it will give you realistic videos, and that is not our aim. Not all videos created with Hyper AI are going to be good. Hyper AI is still in beta, which means this is not the final app. Hyper AI currently does not have consistent characters, so you need to be specific in describing your prompts. Always indicate the gender, the hair color, or the outfit depending on the video you're making. For example, Snow White has long black hair, but AI doesn't know that. So you need to tell it by writing Snow White with long black hair. ChatGPT may not give you prompts for all the scenes, so for some scenes you need to write your own prompts. After repeating the process over and over again, these are the generations. And now we move to our next step, which is making our animations talk. Now we have all the scenes ready, but we will need to add some talking animations. Log into Canva. On the menu, click on videos, click on apps, and search for Lalamoo. Click on upload video and upload your video. You can either upload your audio or type in your text. You can preview the voice, and if you are happy with it, click generate lip sync video. This is the video. If you like it, you can download it. Our next step is to compile and edit our videos. Go to the CapCut desktop app and upload the voiceover, drag it to the timeline since it will guide us. After, add the videos according to the story and preview them. Edit them accordingly with your voiceover. Add your transitions. Now, we need copyright-free background music, so go to Pixabay Music and search for a track that goes well with your animated story. Then upload it to CapCut and add it to the video. Reduce the volume so it doesn't overpower your voiceover once you are satisfied with the results. Click export and make sure it is in 4K for the best quality, and now your video is ready to be shared with your audience.
Once upon a time, a beautiful princess named Snow White lived with her wicked stepmother. The stepmother asked her magic mirror,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
The mirror replied.
Snow White is the fairest of them all.
Filled with jealousy, the stepmother ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. But the kind huntsman couldn't do it. He let Snow White go and told her to run away. Snow White ran through the dark forest until she found a small cottage. Inside, she found 7 little beds. She lay down and fell asleep. The 7 dwarfs returned home and found Snow White asleep. Snow White and the dwarfs became good friends, and she lived happily with them. The wicked stepmother found out and gave Snow White a poisoned apple.
Good luck with your creation journey. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Thank you for watching. Progress in AI video has been accelerating. Realistic shots, consistent characters, complex movement, and genuine emotion are becoming possible. So I'll cover in depth every aspect of the process. You can make some great stuff with straight text to video, but to maintain consistency across shots and have more control, it's much easier to start from images. I'll cover a few tips on generating the best images first, then we'll get to all the fun video generating side. This is the formula I use for most of my prompt. One quick way to make your shots more cinematic is just having the word cinematic. To control your scenes, you can use shot types. Close up to focus on a subject's face or small details, often used for emotional moments, reactions, or dramatic emphasis. Median shot shows a subject from the waist up to balanced detailed context, used for dialogue scenes and general character interactions. Establishing shot is a wide shot of the location to set the scene, provides context and orientation to the audience, typically used at the beginning of scenes or to transition to new locations. Low angle shot, where the camera looks up at the subject to make the subject appear powerful, dominant, or threatening, used to emphasize a character's strength or importance. High angle shot, look down on the subject, making them appear small, vulnerable, or insignificant, or sometimes just to give an overview of the scene. Taking that further is an aerial shot, taken from high above like from a drone or helicopter, provides gram scale and overview, used for establishing locations or showing large scale events. Over the shoulder shot, where the camera is positioned behind one character, looking at another character or an object, creates a sense of connection between them, commonly used in dialogue scenes to show reactions. POV shows the scene from a character's perspective, which increases the audience immersion and identification with the character. Used to reveal what the characters see or to create suspense. Dutch angle is when the camera is tilted to one side, which creates unease, disorientation, or tension. Used a lot in horror scenes, sometimes to give the feeling something is not quite right, other times to add energy and movement. Use those shot types in your prompts to help control the compositions, the feelings you want to invoke, and how you want to guide your narrative. And we'll combine all these with camera movement in the video section. Another really important factor for making short films or even just a trailer or anything with multiple shots is character consistency. We'll use Pixelmator for this. Over here, we will set aspect ratio and the number of images to be generated. Then upload your character here and select character ref. Then write or paste your text, then click on generate. As you can see now, the witch has the lady's face. You can try out different styles for this. One of the most important factors for making your shots more cinematic is camera movement. For my prompts, I start with the camera movement and shot type, then describe what I want to happen in the scene. Here's a really good list of some cinematic shot types to use. Static shot, where the camera remains in one fixed position. It's a really versatile shot that can be used to create stability or draw focus without the distraction of camera movement. It can also build tension depending on how it's used. Tilt is where the camera rotates vertically on a fixed axis to reveal tall objects like in a hero shot, which creates a sense of awe or feeling of insignificance. Tilting down can increase tension or reveal information. Pan is where the camera rotates horizontally on a fixed axis to reveal new information, new characters, or follow action. It can create a sense of space or connect different elements in a scene. A slow pan can build anticipation. A fast pan can create urgency. Handheld is when there's no stabilization on the camera, which can represent a character's viewpoint. It can give a sense of realism or urgency. It's great for documentaries, found footage, or to create tension. Similar, but a little different, is a POV shot where the camera acts as the eyes of a character. You may even be able to see the character's hands or something they're holding. These can be very immersive. Tracking is when the camera moves alongside a moving subject, usually maintaining a consistent framing of the subject while the background changes. It can have a really dynamic feel. It's often used in action sequences or to follow a character's motion. Dolly in or dolly out, when the camera steadily moves in or out on a subject. In, to increase intimacy or attention. Out, to reveal context or create emotional distance. Dolly zoom is a vertigo effect. It's achieved by using dolly movement combined with zoom in the opposite direction, so the subject remains the same, but the perspective on the environment changes. The only generator I've found to get these at all is Minimax, and they're not super consistent, but they do work sometimes. Aerial drone shot, to get sweeping dynamic shots from high angles used for establishing shots, revealing landscapes, or following actions from above, and create a sense of scale or freedom. The thing you'll want to add into your characters is emotion. Here's a great demo covering the range of emotions. This is from Kai Turner. He had ChatGPT describe the facial movements as if describing how an animator might create that expression. That was a really good idea, and he did lead a prompt assistant on as well. I'll show a cool way to control the emotions and timing in your voices that I feel like gets overlooked. This is in 11 Labs, which is the best text-to-speech generator out there. It's been around for a long time. There's tons of options for different voices. You should be able to find one for whatever character you have. But if you need someone yelling or crying or angry, it's hard to get that with text-to-speech using the current tools. To get that, I'll use speech-to-speech, which is under Voice Changer. If you record the dialogue yourself, it will transfer the new voice onto your words, but retain the same emotion, timing, and inflection you used. So here's my voice.
Oh no, you don't. 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 Oh no, you don't.
Here's how it would sound if I just did straight text-to-speech.
Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't.
If you want to lip sync your videos, watch the next video. It has all the tools you need. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Prayer videos are gaining more views and engagement these days, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a prayer video using Canva. Let's dive in. The first step is generating the script and voiceover, and for that, we're using an all-in-one AI tool, DupDup. Use the link in the description, and you'll land on this page. This is the DupDup homepage. As you can see, you get a 3-day free trial with full access to all AI tools without limitations. This means you can explore everything, test its powerful features, and see firsthand how it can boost your content creation. And the best part? After experiencing what DupDup can do, you can decide for yourself if it's worth continuing with a paid subscription. Now let's dive into script generation. It's super simple. Log in or create an account using your Gmail and just select AI writing, click on Write with AI, and enter your prompt. For example, I'll type, write a 2-minute prayer for a video that can be created in Canva using stock footage. And just like that, DupDup does all the heavy lifting, generating a ready-to-use script in seconds. This tool is a game changer for content creators, and with its free trial, you can try everything risk-free. Now, let's see the script it generated. The prayer looks great, so now we'll generate a voiceover by simply clicking on Generate Voiceover. There are hundreds of voices to choose from, so you can pick one that best fits your video. I prefer an old male character for my prayer video, so I'll filter the results accordingly and listen to the available voices. Simon Carter sounds ideal, so I'll select it, click on the play icon to generate the voiceover, and wait for the results. As you can see, DupDup lets you generate voices in multiple languages, making it incredibly versatile. Now that the voiceover is ready, let's take a listen.
Dear Creator of all things, we come to you today with open hearts, seeking peace in a world that often feels chaotic. As we pause for a moment, we invite your presence into our lives, filling the spaces of our hearts with hope and tranquility.
I'm happy with the result. The voice sounds so natural, exactly what I was looking for. So I'll go ahead and download it to my computer. It's that easy. Next, head over to Canva. You will find the link in the description. This is the latest interface on Canva, making it even easier to create stunning videos. Click on Video and choose the 1920 by 1080 dimension for your project. This will open a blank editing page. From the Elements section, you can search for videos, images, audio, and other elements you might need to complete your project effortlessly. To start making the video, I'll upload the voiceover we generated on DupDup by going to the Upload section. Once the voiceover is uploaded, I'll click on it and it will appear on the timeline. Now, this is where the magic happens. The voiceover is 1 minute and 30 seconds long, but I'll just show you the first 30 seconds, so you get the idea. You can make them as long as an hour if needed. Over here, I'll drag the first page to adjust its duration and ensure it matches the voiceover smoothly. Then, head over to Elements and search for videos to use. Popular channels in this niche are using simple nature videos, so I'll replicate the same strategy. Here, I'll search for nature and look for a suitable video that complements the voiceover. Once I find the right video, I'll click on it and it will appear on the timeline. Then, I'll resize it to fit the entire screen. Next, I'll listen to the voiceover carefully to determine where I want to switch the footage. Once I decide on the transition point, I'll place the timing bar at that spot, right-click, and select Split. Then, I'll head back to Elements, choose the next video footage I want to use, and place it where I split the page. This will become our second scene. I'll resize the new footage to fit the screen and then repeat the same process I used in the first scene for all the remaining scenes, listening to the voiceover, splitting the footage at the right moments, and adding the next clips accordingly until the entire video is complete. I'll just fast forward this whole process so the video doesn't become too long, but I'm simply repeating the same steps, adjusting clips, splitting footage, and syncing everything with the voiceover. Now that's done, it's time to add transitions. To do this, I'll hover the mouse between two scenes and the transition icon will appear. When I click on it, the transition options will show up on the left side of the screen. By simply hovering over each transition, I can preview what they do before applying them. For these types of videos, I recommend using either the flow transition or match and move, as they are smooth and simple, keeping the video clean and professional. So I'll just use the match and move transition. Then, if I scroll down, I can see the duration settings for the transition. I'll adjust it accordingly to make it smooth. To save time, I'll simply click on Apply to All Pages, so the transition is automatically added throughout the video. The next step is to add peaceful, relaxing music, which is perfect for prayer videos. I'll go to Audio from the toolbar and search for relaxing or peaceful music. Then I'll listen to the available tracks and choose a suitable one. This one sounds good already, so I'll click on it and it will appear on the timeline. After that, I'll adjust the volume so that it blends well and doesn't overpower the voiceover. Lastly, I'll add a fade in and fade out effect to the music to make the transition smoother. This will ensure the audio starts and ends naturally, enhancing the overall feel of the video. Now, there's one more important thing we need to do to make the video more appealing, adding captions. The easiest way to do that is by using CapCut. First, we'll export our video in 4K resolution, ensuring the highest quality. Then we'll need to connect your social account, since we use Canva music in the video to avoid any potential copyright strikes. Once it's done, head over to CapCut and import the video you just downloaded from Canva. Drag it to the timeline, then go to Text and select Add Auto Captions. CapCut will automatically detect the language and generate captions for the video, making the process super easy and quick. Next, I'll change the font to something that fits the style of the video. Then I'll look for an outline for the text to make it stand out more. Finally, I'll increase the font size to ensure the captions are easy to read and match the overall feel of the video. Once that's all done, export your video in 4K resolution and your video will be ready to be shared with your audience. You've successfully created a high-quality, engaging video with all the right touches. Now let's take a look at the final result.
Dear Creator of all things, we come to you today with open hearts, seeking peace in a world that often feels chaotic. As we pause for a moment, we invite your presence into our lives, filling the spaces of our hearts with hope and tranquility. In the midst of uncertainty, we ask for your guidance. Help us to find calm in our storms and strength in our struggles. May we be reminded that we are never alone, that your love surrounds us like a gentle embrace. Lord, we pray for those who are suffering, for those who feel lost or forgotten. Shine your light upon them and grant them the comfort they seek. May they find solace in your presence, and may their burdens be lifted. We also pray for our world, for unity among nations and harmony among people.
This brand new YouTube channel is making up to $163,000 a month. In just 30 days, they've amassed a staggering 41 million views and gained 50,000 subscribers. Another channel, Rabbit's Journey, has only posted 30 videos and already achieved an astonishing 494 million views. Every single piece of content is entirely AI generated. In this free, full course, you'll discover how to create even better videos, not just short form, but also long-form content that draws in more views, more subscribers, and of course, more money. Let's dive in. And the first essential tool you'll need is an AI chatbot to help with content ideas, script writing, and more. Tutorial, I'll be using DeepSeek. Start by signing up for DeepSeek and accessing the main interface. Enter a prompt asking for YouTube channel name ideas for the 3D animal story niche. Enable the deep thinking feature to get well thought out suggestions. Once you find a name you like, copy it and head over to YouTube. Create your channel by clicking on your YouTube icon, selecting Create a New Channel, and pasting the name, then confirm channel creation. Return to DeepSeek and tell it the exact name of your channel. Ask it to generate a catchy, SEO-optimized channel description along with relevant hashtags. Copy the generated description and navigate to YouTube Studio. Go to Customize Channel. Paste your description and hit Publish. Copy the suggested hashtags, then go to Channel Settings in YouTube Studio and paste them into the keyword search feature. This step helps the algorithm understand your content and direct the right audience to your videos. For branding, you need a logo and banner. We'll use AI-generated images for this. Start by asking DeepSeek to generate text-to-image prompts for a 3D animal-themed channel logo and banner. Then use Leonardo AI, or alternatives like Midjourney or Ideogram, to create these visuals. Sign up and access the image generation tool, then select a model such as the Flux model for high-quality images. Adjust aspect ratio to square for the logo, paste the AI-generated prompt into Leonardo AI and hit Generate. Once you have your preferred logo, download it. Now that I have my logo, I want to refine it further and create my YouTube banner. To do that, I'll head over to Canva. First, search for YouTube logo. Once you've found it, navigate to the Upload section in the toolbar and upload the logo you generated in Leonardo. After the upload is complete, click on the logo and it will automatically appear on the canvas. Next, resize it to fit the screen properly. Since I only want text on the banner and not on the logo itself, I'll remove any unwanted text from the image by cropping out the part I don't need. Finally, I'll change the background color to make the design more vibrant and visually appealing. I'll just go with this color. It's bright and cheerful enough for a kid's channel. Then I will download it to my computer. Now that you have your logo, it's time to create the banner. So I will click on the plus sign here and search for YouTube banner once on the canvas. You can choose any template you want to use for your banner. But here's the trick. Even though Canva provides a wide canvas for your design, you shouldn't fill the entire space without proper guidance. You'll need a YouTube banner template that shows the safe zones for different devices, mobile, desktop, and TV. This ensures that your key details stay visible no matter where your banner is viewed. That's because YouTube crops your banner depending on the viewer's device. You can easily find a YouTube banner template online, or if you want, I can share mine with you. I already have one, so I'll just upload it to my Canva workspace. Now you're just going to drag the template onto the canvas and enlarge it to fit the screen. As you can see, there's a yellow box with some text. That's the safe zone, where your logo should be placed. Next, search for a square shape under Elements. If you've used it before, it might already be in your recent items, but if not, just type square into the search bar. Add the square to the canvas and resize it to fit right over the yellow rectangular box. Then, add another square, fit it to the whole screen, then go to Position, then Layers, and move this one underneath the first shape. Now it's time to customize the colors. Set the background square to any color of your preference. I will use the yellow. And for the middle square, use the same color as your logo to keep the design consistent. After that, upload your logo, place it right in the center, remove the background, and resize it to fit nicely. Once you're happy with how everything looks, download your final design to your computer. Then, go back to YouTube Studio, upload your banner, and then your logo and preview the design to ensure everything looks perfect, then save and publish. Now that your niche-themed YouTube channel is fully set up with branding in place, it's time to create your first video. Stay tuned as we dive into content creation in the next part. Let's get started. The very first thing you'll need when creating your video is a chatbot to generate your script. I'm currently working with DeepSeek, but you can also use ChatGPT, Claude AI, or Autopilot AI, any high-quality chatbot capable of crafting engaging scripts. The key to getting high-quality results is knowing how to prompt effectively. A well-written prompt gives you better, more creative outputs. Here's an example prompt I used with editable sections marked in red and green so you can easily customize the story, word count, and tone to fit your needs. You can reuse this prompt as many times as you'd like, just tweak the details, and you're good to go. Once your script is ready, the next step is generating a voiceover. To bring your script to life, we'll use 11 Labs, a powerful tool that delivers realistic, professional-sounding AI voices. Sign up with your Google account, paste your script into the text box, and explore the wide range of voices available. I'm using Liam for this project. Make sure to break long scripts into shorter sections. If you try to generate everything in one go, especially over 200 words, the voice may begin to sound robotic or monotone. Smaller sections maintain better pacing, clarity, and emphasis, so your video feels polished and natural. Once all sections are voiced over, you're ready for visuals. To match each scene in your script, you'll need strong visuals. For this, we'll start with static image generation. Creating images first gives you more control over visual style before you animate. So let's generate our image prompts. I will drop all the prompts I used in the description box. So I will paste the prompt on DeepSeek and click on the arrow to generate. Once ready, use a text-to-image AI tool. I'm using a completely free image generator, Google Image FX. After signing up, you will land on this interface, which is very easy to use. Go to DeepSeek, copy the first prompt, and go back to Image FX and paste the prompt, select the correct aspect ratio. Use 16:9 for long-form content or 9:16 for shorts, then click on Create. The AI will generate a total of 4 images, which is amazing because you'll have several options to choose from. And the best part? It takes literally less than a minute to create them. Once it's done, simply download the images you like or run the prompt again to generate new ones. Since it's a free tool, you can repeat this process as many times as you need until you get the perfect images. Just keep going until you've collected all the visuals you need for your project. Once that's all done, it's time to bring your images to life using Pixverse AI. Head over to the Pixverse website, sign in with your Google account, then upload your static image, type in what you want it to do. I will just paste the same prompt I used to generate the image, and let the AI work its magic. You don't need to mess with a bunch of settings. Pixverse works amazingly well on autopilot. If you're not happy with the result, just adjust your prompt or rerun it until you get a version you love, but that will cost you some of your credits. Look at the detail in this video. No weird morphing or blurriness. And the best part? You don't even need to upscale it. But if you want to, Pixverse actually includes a built-in video upscaler, which costs around 50 credits. If you're not ready to invest just yet, you can always use a free online upscaler, though it might take a bit longer. But for speed and convenience, the Pixverse upscaler is definitely worth considering, especially if you want clean, crisp results fast. Repeat this for each image until all your visuals have movement. Now that you have everything, your voiceover, visuals, and all the assets, it's time to bring it all together with some soothing background music. Background music is super important for setting the right vibe in your video, so you'll want to choose something that fits well. Normally, I'd suggest using YouTube Studio or Pixabay to find music, but this time you'll be using AI to generate your own unique background music. First, head over to DeepSeek and ask it to write a prompt for the background music. Once done, copy the prompt. Then you're going to use Refusion AI for this step. Head over to Refusion and sign up. Once you're in, select the Compose option, paste the prompt from DeepSeek, and make sure to check the instrumental box. That's key. If you don't, Refusion might generate audio with lyrics, and since you're creating background music, you only want the instrumental. Then click on Generate. The AI will generate 2 soundtracks to choose from. If the first batch sounds great, go ahead and download it. If not, try again with a new prompt, or even reuse the same one to get a different version. This is a completely free tool, so you can repeat the process as much as you need till you get the required results. Now let's take a listen to the generated music. They both sound good. I will just download both, then we'll see which one to use when on the next step. Bonus tip. While most editing tools include some sound effects, you can level up your video by grabbing a few extra ones online. I recommend checking out sites like pixabay.com for free sound effects that match your scene, like birds chirping, water flowing, or footsteps. Once you've gathered all your assets, head over to CapCut and import everything into one project folder. I always suggest keeping your visuals, voiceovers, and sounds neatly organized in folders. Alright, let's organize your audio first. Start by dragging all your voiceover batches onto the CapCut timeline. Label them clearly, this way you won't get confused about which narration goes where. Now, boost the volume of each voiceover to 100%. This ensures your narration stands out and doesn't get drowned out by any music or sound effects. Next, bring in your background music, the one you generated with Refusion AI. Drag it onto the timeline and stretch it so it covers your entire video. make sure to crop it so it ends exactly where your video does. Once that's done, lower the background music volume to about 25 to 30%. You want it to sit gently in the background, not overpower the voice. For a polished touch, add a fade in and fade out effect to the music so it blends in smoothly at the beginning and end. Now it's time to add your visuals. I usually label my scenes based on how DeepSeek laid them out. Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3, etc. This makes it super easy to stay organized. Sort your visuals in ascending order and drag them onto the timeline one by one in the same order your voiceovers follow. Now here's the key part. Play through your voiceover and crop the visuals to match each spoken part. Every time the narration shifts to a new idea or sentence, cut to a new scene. This syncing process is what makes your video look professional and polished. If a voiceover lasts longer than the visual clip you have, here's a trick. Duplicate the clip and then reverse one of the copies. It creates a nice loop effect without feeling repetitive. I use this method a lot to keep the visuals engaging, especially when the clip is only a few seconds long, but the narration continues. Keep doing this across the whole timeline. Crop, sync, and adjust the visuals to match the narration. If there are any awkward pauses in the AI voiceover, just trim them out to keep things moving smoothly. And if you notice any weird distortions at the end of the voiceover, feel free to cut those off too. Once your visuals are synced and cropped, let's add some transitions. CapCut makes this super easy. Just click the transition tab, browse through the options, and pick one that fits your video's vibe. I usually go with transitions from the Light tab. They're subtle and cinematic, which I love. Drag and drop them between scenes and preview to see how they flow. It adds that extra polish to your storytelling. Now let's spice things up with sound effects. CapCut has some built-in ones, but if you downloaded sounds earlier, like birds chirping, butterflies flapping, or rivers flowing, you can upload them directly from your PC. I have mine downloaded already, so I will use those. If you are not sure which sounds to use, ask DeepSeek to recommend sound effects based on your script. It can suggest exactly what matches the mood of your video. I try not to overdo it. Just a few key sound effects here and there can really elevate the experience without being distracting. The final step is to add captions. Just click on Captions, choose the preferred language, then click on Generate. Captions will be automatically generated and added to the timeline, and CapCut will auto-apply a basic style. From there, customize the font, size, and layout to fit your video's aesthetic. You can also adjust the scale and positioning so it looks neat and professional. Now that your visuals are synced, transitions are added, music and effects are in place, and captions look great, you're ready to export. Hit that export button and give your viewers a video that's smooth, cinematic, and full of personality.
Pip, a floppy-eared rabbit with a patch of fur that stuck up like a question mark, bounded through the enchanted forest, his nose twitching at every rustle. Behind him trailed his older sister, Hazel, her eyes sharp and paws always ready to tug him back from trouble. "Stay close, Pip," she'd warn. But Pip's curiosity was a compass pointing away from safety. One misty morning, Pip scampered off the worn path, spotting glowing mushrooms pulsing like lanterns. Hazel groaned, chasing him into a hidden grove where the trees whispered secrets. There, Pip found a tiny, shivering creature, a dragon sprout, no bigger than a dandelion puff, trapped in a thorny cage. "It's a forest guardian," Hazel gasped. "But why's it locked up?" Freeing it required a daring heist, stealing a key from the owl librarian's tower. Swiped the key while Hazel facepawed. The sprout, freed, revealed a twist. It wasn't a prisoner but a prison guard, keeping a cursed shadow trapped.
Have you ever wanted to make an animation video but thought it was too hard? Well, what if I told you that you can create amazing animations right inside Canva, and it's super easy. In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to make eye-catching animated videos in Canva that will impress your audience. So let's dive in. First of all, sign up or log into Canva and click on video. Then here you can choose the size and dimension for the video. Once it opens up, these are our pages, so you can keep adding pages by just clicking on this button. Here, we're gonna make a simple video. Now you can use these same tips for any kind of video you wanna make. It could be for your business, for school, for your parents, for your children, whatever you want. I'm going to make a short video, and so we're gonna keep things simple. First thing I'm gonna do is go to Elements and choose Landscape, because I want some backgrounds here for the pages in my movie. So let's go to Graphics, and let's click on this one. That's a nice, pretty, sunny day. So let's take this and spread it out a little bit more. There we go, and that's going to be my background. Now let's add a few more elements. We've got a few clouds up here, so we'll type clouds and try to match what we already have here. This one looks pretty good, so let's just add it. I also want to animate the cloud, so I'm going to click on it. Then I will select Animate. As you can see, there are several choices of things you can make it do. I'm going to choose this one here to actually make it move across the screen. Now click on the B, grab the image, and hold your mouse down and just drag the image whichever direction you want it to go, just like this. Right here, you also have choices you can choose, smooth or steady. I will choose steady. You can also change the speed and make it as fast or as slow as you want it to go. I'm gonna keep it slow. Now I'm gonna click done because everything looks fine. Next, I also wanna add a sun. So let's click on the sun and see what we have. Okay, this one looks good. We'll put it here. Actually, let me put it behind this cloud, but I'm gonna put it on top of the cloud for now. I want it to appear behind the cloud because I would like the cloud to roll over the sun. So here is how I do that. Click on position, come over to layers, and then you're going to take the sun and put it below of the cloud. And then now, as the scene is happening, you can see the cloud is on top of the sun. Fine, all right, now I need someone walking. I will type walking. So now you can see some people already animated, but let's see some more choices by clicking here, scroll down and check on the animated box. Then as you can see, there are so many to choose from. I'm going to choose these big boys right here, and I'll resize them to fit in with this landscape. And then I will use the two arrows to tilt the image a bit, then drag them over just a little bit so they are off the page, not entirely, but almost. Then we're gonna the B. Now I'm going to click on the image and hold the left mouse button down and kind of drag them where I want them to go. All right, and there they go. Okay, this looks pretty good. You can adjust the speed and movement style as you wish. If satisfied, click on done. Since this is a park, let's add a person sitting on one of these benches. I will search for sitting and find a suitable image. I like this one. So I will resize and drag her and make her sit on the bench. Now let's see how it looks. I see a big problem over here, so let's fix it. I will select the image of the lady, go to position then layers, then drag the image and put it below the image of the boys. Now the problem has been solved. I'm just gonna keep on adding more characters and repeat the same process of resizing and positioning. Now let's see how the first scene looks. This looks awesome. I will add a page here for the next scene. This time I will make the background move with the characters, so I will search for city, I will use this one, and resize it accordingly to fit the screen. Since I am trying to make a consistent story, I will use the same character. I will just adjust the image as I did in the first scene. Over here, I want to add a walking pavement because we cannot let our characters walk in the middle of the road. This one looks good, so drag it over here, duplicate it by clicking on this plus sign over here and lay them accordingly. Let's animate the characters by doing the same process as we did in the first scene. This looks good. Then let's put a moving car on the road. You can find that also in Elements and choose the one you like. This little one looks okay. I will resize it and place it on its lane. But before that, I want to change the road and put a freshly constructed one. I will choose this one. Then I will position it properly and layer it accordingly. And then I will make the car move by animating with the B again and drag the car to the right direction just like that. Then I will set it on smooth and increase the speed to make it more natural. Let's take a look at what we have done so far. This scene is perfect. Now let's do the last scene. I will add another page and then search for the element I want to use as a background for our scene. Let's use a school building for this scene. I like this one because it has more space for us to put our characters. I will enlarge it to fit the screen, then let's put a few animated characters to make it exciting. These two look good. I will just place them over here for now. I want you to look at the direction where the bus is, so I will go to flip over here at the top and flip them horizontal. Then let's resize them and put them in the corner over here. Since it's a school, let me add an animated image of a teacher waving to them and place her right in front of the school entrance. I will just enlarge the image a bit so that she doesn't look taller than the school. Now it is perfect. Let's not forget to add our main characters because this is their final destination. So I will just animate them to walk a few steps. I will add one more character to the scene and our scene will be complete. Then I will go back to the second scene and add this character as well. You can continue adding more elements to your scenes if you want. This is what we have done so far. Absolutely stunning. Now let's put transitions in between our scenes. You can do that by clicking on this plus sign here, then you can check here what each transition can do. Since there are continuous scenes, I will choose the dissolve transition. Since you have watched to this far, let me show another trick here on the last scene. Let's say you want to make it a rainy day. Just go to elements and search for rain, then go to videos, choose a suitable one, and then resize it to fit the screen. Once that's done, you need to go to transparency and decrease it after, then adjust the video accordingly. Then you are done with your project. You can add voiceovers, music, and sound effects to match with your animated story, which you can find here in Canva. Let me know in the comments if you want a separate tutorial on that. That is it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye. AI animation has come a long way over the past year. Whether you want to generate images, create videos, do lip sync, or bring your ideas to life, there are some amazing tools out there. Today, I'll be showing you 7 powerful animation tools to help you start with your project, and the best part is 6 of them are completely free. Let's dive in. The first AI tool is Hedra AI, widely known for its powerful lip sync capabilities. But did you know it has now evolved to generate both images and videos? To get started, simply log in with your Gmail, and this is the interface you'll be working with. I'll select image here. Now, I need to type my prompt. I want to generate an image of a witch casting a spell. Next, I'll choose the model I want to use for image generation. All the best models are available here, and I'll go with Recraft V3, which currently delivers the most realistic results. I'll set the aspect ratio, increase the resolution to 1080p, and finally, click on this arrow to start generating. It takes just a few seconds to generate, and here's the image. I'm so impressed, just look at the realism in this artwork. Now, I want to turn this image into a video. To do that, I'll simply click on Remix in Video, and you'll see the interface change to this. Over here, we need an audio script. The best part? You can generate your voiceover right inside Hedra AI. They have some amazing voices, so I'll select Alice. Next, I'll paste a script I generated in ChatGPT for a witch casting a spell. Your script can be up to 10,000 characters long. Finally, I'll click on this eye icon to generate the audio. Once it's done, I'll click on Use Audio, and it will be added to the box. Now, I'll type the same prompt for video guidance and click on the arrow to start generating. As you can see here, I used the Hedra Character 3 model, but you can also choose Kling, Minimax, or VO. It's all up to you. Now let's wait for the results, which should take about a minute. Let me play the video in full screen so you can see the lip sync in action as well.
The shadows whisper secrets only I can hear. The wind carries the echoes of forgotten souls, warning those who dare stand in my way. By the fire of the ancients and the blood of the stars, I summon the darkness to bend to my will.
The video is 30 seconds long, making it one of the best and longest video generators out there. The next AI tool is Animate from Audio. After signing in with your Gmail, you will land on this page. From here, click on Start Now. Here, you can search for a character by category or simply browse through the list of all available characters. I will just browse through and look for a character I like. I'm going to pick this one over here and resize it to my preference. Next, I'll change the background to match my character. Let's choose this one. Then, I'll upload my audio right here and wait for the AI to work its magic. It literally takes just a few minutes, and now it's done. Let's take a look at the result.
If you have any questions, drop them in the comments section, and don't forget to like the video.
The result is amazing. I will just download it to my computer. The next tool is Pinocchio. This is a tool that completely simplifies the process of downloading open source AI tools. It's a one-click install if you have a capable computer. This makes it a massive time saver, and best of all, every aspect of it is free. To get it, just go to Pinocchio and install it like any other application. Once it's open, the Discover tab lets you browse through all available AI apps. I stick to verified scripts because community scripts aren't always guaranteed to work. They just show up when a developer tags Pinocchio on GitHub. You can search for the tool you want or scroll through the list. Once you find one, click to open it, hit download, and wait for it to finish. Some files are pretty large depending on the tool. Once downloaded, you'll find it in your Home tab where you can launch it. The next tool is Notebook LLM, and it's another free one. Let me show you a couple of my favorite use cases. First, I'll create a new project. There are a few options. I can upload slides, PDFs, websites, or even analyze a YouTube video. I'll go with a YouTube video. This link is about Trump's announcement of the $500 billion Stargate AI infrastructure project. It's a great video, but I don't want to watch the whole thing again. I just want to revisit key information. Notebook LLM instantly generates a summary, and I get several options to choose from. I'll select Study Guide. Using the video and slides, it creates a short quiz with an answer key, essay questions, and a glossary of key terms. That's super useful. I can also chat with the AI and ask follow-up questions. For example, I can ask, is the $100 billion immediate investment part of the overall $500 billion? It quickly recaps that information for me. Now, let's try something else. I'll generate a podcast from the information. This feature has gone viral because of how realistic and natural the voices sound. It takes a little time to generate, so I'll check back once it's done. Now it's done, let's take a listen.
First up, this Stargate project.
Okay.
I mean, massive data centers, these sprawling campuses,
Right.
all geared towards making the U.S. like the leader in AI.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive idea. The scale is huge. I
Yeah.
mean, $500 billion.
That's a lot of money.
It is. That's a huge investment. And of course, they're talking about creating jobs.
Right.
But really, this is about trying to beat China in the AI race.
Yeah, they want to stay ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got some heavy hitters involved, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've got Oracle for cloud computing,
Mm-hmm.
NVIDIA with their powerful chips,
Mm-hmm.
And even OpenAI, those are the people behind like all the
Right.
mind-bending AI models that everybody's talking about.
Yeah, it's a powerhouse team for sure. But think about this.
Yeah.
These data centers are basically the brains behind all of this AI stuff.
Kind of crazy, these always come back amazing. I'm still blown away every time that this is possible. It generated a 20-minute podcast. You can use this tool for podcasts if you want to start a YouTube channel. The next free tool is Animate Drawings. With this tool, all you need is a drawing on white paper, as shown under the checklist section. I'll start with one of the example drawings. Let's take this one over here, click on it, and go to the next step. It automatically detects the area or character in the drawing. Now it's time to highlight the actual character. If your drawing is clear, it should detect it automatically, but if needed, you can use the highlighter and eraser tools to refine it. Next, I'll mark the points where all the joints are and click Next. Now for the fun part, adding animations. You can make your drawing move from one end to another like this. There are different animation categories, including dance, funny, jumping, and walking, so you can take any image or drawing and bring it to life. So, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel using stick animation characters. This is the perfect tool to animate them. Let me show you how. You will upload your character here, repeat the same process, and then I'll just mark the joints properly, add the animation, and wait for the results. Now your stick figure is fully animated. The next tool is Napkin AI. This is a powerful free tool that transforms text into visuals, perfect for video content, newsletters, blogs, presentations, and even tweets. Right now, it's completely free while in beta, but that may change in the future. So let me show you how easy it is to use. First, click Get Napkin for free. From there, you can either generate with AI or start from a blank napkin. I'll go with Generate with AI and ask it to help me brainstorm ideas for a YouTube video about AI tools. Once the text is ready, I can select all of it to create a visual. There are tons of great options. Just click on the lightning icon, and Napkin AI will transform the text into diagrams, flowcharts, and infographics, all fully editable. Plus, I can click on each result over here to explore the rest of the diagrams Napkin AI has generated. There are plenty of great options to choose from. I really like this one, and each style comes with additional customization options. This makes it super easy to create professional visuals in seconds. Let's do another one, this time starting from a blank napkin. I can input my own information, so I'll grab this post about AI, copy it, and paste it into Napkin AI. Now let's see what it can do. I really like this option, so I'll select it. From here, I can edit the text, switch out colors, and customize it however I want. It's that easy. Once I'm happy with the design, I can download it and use it anywhere. Moving on to our next free tool, the AI Headshot Generator. It doesn't need a sign up. First, select your gender. I'll go with female. Next, I'm using a photo I downloaded from Canva. Now, I'll choose a style. I'll go with Office 2, but there are other styles depending on the look you want. Click Continue, then select an age group. For this image, I think it looks around 21 to 24, so I'll go with that. Next, I'll select black hair, click Continue, and choose an ethnicity. I'll select black, but there are other options available. Click Continue, then upload the image. You can upload multiple images for better accuracy, but one is enough to start generating. Now it's generating the headshots, and here's the result. This one has the office look I chose, and you can see the different options available. If you don't like the result, you can always go back and generate again. With this AI headshot generator, you can take any photo and transform it into a polished, professional headshot in seconds. The next tool is Viggle. Now this is a mind-blowing AI tool that helps you animate any photo using a reference video. Sign in with your Google account and you will land on this page. This is the Viggle homepage. We will start with the first option. In the motion box, I will search for a video template to use since I don't have a video sample. There are a lot of categories to choose a video from. I will go with movies and TV. Then let me choose an image from my computer and drop it in the character box. And select Create. It takes less than 2 minutes to create the video. Now this is the result. Now let's try the mix option. Click here to find a template. This option allows you to animate 2 or more characters at the same time. I am going to use this one here. On the character side, I will upload 2 images. Let's hide the tracking lines, then click Create. This is the result. It is amazing. Now the Move option only allows you to animate the character without changing the background. Now this is the result. The next tool is Video AI. It is one of the best text or image to video generation tool. It offers 80 credits every month, of which you use 4 credits per video generation. To get started, go to Video AI on your browser, sign in with your Gmail, and you will select Create. This is where the magic will happen. So I will start with text to video. I have a script that ChatGPT generated, so I will paste it here and then select Create. It takes less than 2 minutes to generate the video. This is the result. The video is crispy clear. But if you are not happy with the quality, just go to Upscale, which will take another 4 credits. Look at the quality of the upscale video. This is an amazing tool. I am going to use the same prompt and change the settings to animation. This is the result with the animation style. Now let's try the reference to video option. I am going to upload an image. I will just type a simple prompt and click on Create. This is the result. Our next tool is Pixverse. This is an advanced tool designed to bring your creative ideas to life effortlessly within seconds. It offers both text or image to video generation. With the free plan, you get 100 credits initially every month, and then 30 credits are added daily. On the home page, you will select Try Pixverse. I am going to paste the ChatGPT prompt in this box. Then here you can change the duration of the video you want to generate, either 5 or 10 seconds. Then click on Create. In a minute, the video will be ready. Let's take a look. The quality and motion of the video is on point. Now let's try the image to video option. This is the result. Now the last tool is Genmore AI. This is a cutting-edge tool which also transforms text or images into high-quality videos with visible camera motion. Sign up with your Gmail. I will paste the ChatGPT prompt, then you can change the camera motion if necessary. Then click on Submit. In a minute, the video will be done. The prompt says, the lady is walking, but here it shows her sitting. I will generate it again until I get the required result. This is the result. Now, let me show you the easiest free way to remove watermarks from any video. Just use the link in the description and land on this page. Photor is an online tool that erases watermarks or logo from any video for absolutely free. Upload your video. You can change the brush size if necessary, then brush over the watermark or logo, then click on Remove. The process takes a few minutes. Now the watermark is gone. You can download your video.
I've been standing here, watching, waiting, hoping someone would understand.
In this video, we will test and compare 5 AI lip sync tools that you can start using today for free and turn your words into stunning visuals. Let's get started. The first tool will be VidNose. This tool lets you sync your lips to any audio or video clip with just a few clicks. Click on Create Video to start. Then go down to Talking Photos. Over here, you can use the available avatars or upload your own. I will click on the plus sign to upload my image. Then you can name your project if necessary, change the gender, and then click on Next. You can turn off the subtitles if you don't like them. Then over here, you can either do text-to-speech or upload a voiceover, which is what I will do. Then click on Generate. It will take about 2 minutes to generate. As you can see, you can use this video for commercial use. Now download it to your computer. Let's have a look at the lip sync video.
I've been standing here, watching, waiting, hoping someone would understand.
I can say the lip movement is good. Head movement has a little morph as the head moves without the rest of the hair, but overall it is a good app since this feature is for free. Now let's move to the next tool, which is Infinity AI. With this tool, you can only lip sync still images at no cost, and you can use the videos for commercial use. I will upload my image. Then change the aspect ratio to my preference. Let's upload our audio over here. Change the resolution here if you want. For the first image, we will switch off the crop face option, then click on Submit. In a minute, the generation will be done. Let's take a look at the result.
I've been standing here, watching, waiting, hoping someone would understand.
The lip movement is really great. Facial expression is also on point, same as the head movement, but the video quality is not as good, but it might work with a little enhancement. Let's move to the next tool, which is Hedra AI. This is the Hedra homepage, so I will start by the audio section. Over here, you can write a script, record your voice, but I will upload my voiceover. Then I'll go ahead and upload my image over here. And change the aspect ratio. Click on Generate Video. In less than 2 minutes, the video will be ready. Let's take a look at the result.
I've been standing here, watching, waiting, hoping someone would understand.
The lip sync is really good, character reaction and movement is natural, and the video quality is also great. Then let me show you how you can also make characters sing and change their style. You will click on Stylize, upload the image over here, choose the style reference, and click on Apply Style. Click on Generate Video. This is the video generated.
Eyes focused on the lane, chasing dreams out of you. She's a driver.
Amazing results.
Facing shadows, chasing light on the highway to dawn. Daylight whispering in the night.
The next tool is Lalamove Studio. With this tool, you can either lip sync images or videos. On the Lalamove page, you will scroll down and select Try for free on Canva. Then you will land on the Canva homepage, then select Create New Design. Choose the video format. Then you will land on the Lalamove homepage, upload your image or video over here. For the voiceover, you can either do text-to-speech and choose a voiceover here. I will upload my audio and then click on Generate Lip Sync Video. Now click on Add to Design. Enlarge the video to fit the screen. Now click on Share to download your video. If you are on a free plan, you can only download at a 720 resolution. Now, let's take a look at the results.
I've been standing here, watching, waiting, hoping someone would understand.
This tool cannot put any expression or any head movement to the character. It only works better with videos and not still images. Now we move to the next tool, which is Magic Hour AI. This tool has a lot of free online tools that you can use. Let's click on Lip Sync to start. I will upload my video. Then the audio over here. Then click on Sync Lips. This is the result.
I've been standing here, watching, waiting, hoping someone would understand.
The lip movement is not too good, same as the video quality. But the video quality issue can be fixed with a little AI enhancement. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.
Their shared laughter echoes through the garden, illuminating their deep, playful connection.
Can you believe I created this entire animated story with just one prompt? After a ton of testing and research, I found an amazing way to create animated storytelling videos without spending weeks scripting, designing, animating, or editing. Normally, you'd need separate tools for writing the script, generating characters, animating scenes, recording voiceovers, and then piecing it all together, and that can cost you a lot of money. But today, I'll show you one tool that does all of that and more in one place. This tool lets you create all kinds of stories. And the best part, it keeps your characters consistent across every scene and lets you generate 30-minute videos. And yes, these are monetizable on YouTube, so stick around till the end, and I'll show you step by step how I made this amazing animation. Let's dive in. All right, the tool we're using today is called Magic Light, and it's going to save you a lot of time and money. With Magic Light, making animated stories is super simple. You just give it a prompt, and it handles the script, voiceover, images, and animation for you. To get started, click the link in the description and sign up using your email. Once you're in, the interface will look like this, clean and super easy to use. You can also browse story videos made by other users for inspiration. Now, let's create our own. Click on Create Video. This opens up the prompt editor. Magic Light uses advanced AI, including DeepSeek R1, to break down your prompt, expand your content, and generate everything from script to visuals. This is where the magic starts. You can either write your own script or give the AI a prompt. To come up with a strong story, I will use ChatGPT, go to the description box, and copy the first prompt and paste it to ChatGPT. Once the story is generated by ChatGPT, I will copy and paste it into the Magic Light prompt section. Next, I will select the landscape format since I'm posting this on YouTube. Then I will choose English as the video language. Now comes the fun part, the visual style. You can choose from Disney, 3D, anime, and more. Since it's a warm, colorful farm story, I will go with the 3D cartoon style, then click on Next, and Magic Light will turn the script into a storyboard, breaking it into scenes and generating images for each one. Each line of your story becomes a scene. You can adjust the text, split long scenes into smaller ones, or even regenerate specific ones. I recommend keeping each scene around 3 to 4 seconds for better viewer retention. Once your scenes look good, click Next and wait for a few seconds. Now we're on the cast page, where you create or select your characters. This is crucial for keeping your characters consistent throughout the video. Click Edit Character. Here, you can choose from existing characters or generate your own. To design my characters, I will use ChatGPT again. I will ask it to describe each character based on my farm story. If you're unsure what to write, copy the prompt in the description. Now that ChatGPT has generated the prompts, I will copy this description and paste it into Magic Light and click on Generate Image. Then wait a few seconds. After the character is generated, select it and click Confirm and repeat these steps for all the characters in your story. This section displays the characters detected in your story and how they're named based on your script. If you're happy with the results, go ahead and repeat this for each character in your story. Once you've set up all your characters, click on Next to continue. Now this is where you can edit your voiceover, images, and animate your images. First, you select the voiceover speed. I'm going to keep it at 0.9. Next, you can change the voice. There are several different voice options available. And to preview each voice, just click on the audition button. Then I will pick one that matches the warm, family-friendly tone I want to go for. When you click on an image, you can edit its details, change the characters, reposition them in the scene, or even add new characters. Next, there's the storyboard layout section. Here, you can choose a template from the available samples. The prompt used by the AI to generate each image is also shown, and you're free to edit it however you like. One of the standout features of Magic Light is that it allows you to regenerate images just like with the characters in the script, completely free and as many times as you need, giving you full control to fine-tune your results. And if you want, you can even assign separate voiceovers or unique character voices to each one. At this point, you can click Next to generate a simple slideshow of your images. But if you click Animate, you'll unlock AI-powered animation using models like Animate Pro, Hailu, and Runway, transforming your static images into a real video. There's even a built-in lip sync option to make your characters talk. Over here, you'll see two options. You can either animate the images one by one or animate them all at once. To save time, I'll go with Animate All. Then, just choose your animation model. I'll use Animate Pro, then click on Confirm, and it'll show you how many credits it'll use. Hit Confirm again, and you're good to go. Here are some of the animated scenes. Once the animation is done, we move on to the final step, editing. Here you can choose one of the images to use as the cover and add a custom title to it. You'll also have the option to include subtitles in your final video if you want. Then, select a background music track to match the vibe of your story, and reduce the volume of the background music so it doesn't overpower your voiceover. Once everything looks good, just hit Generate, and if you want, you can also change the aspect ratio, then click on OK, and that's it. Now let's check out the final result together.
Betty bursts out the front door, racing alongside her dog Max, ready to embrace the day. Grandma greets her with a warm apple and start walking her to the farm. And soon, Betty is scattering feed to a clucking crowd of chickens. Then it's time for the cows. Betty walks them in the wide field. Then she joins Grandpa in the cow shelter to help him clean the stalls and stack fresh hay. In the serene morning garden, Betty delicately tends to the tomatoes, and she bursts into laughter when the sprinkler catches her right in the face. Their shared laughter echoes through the garden, illuminating their deep, playful connection. In the pumpkin patch, she spots a tiny rabbit nibbling on a leaf. Kneeling silently, Betty finds a moment of pure, serene connection as she watches the rabbit. The tiny rabbit was enjoying the feast. Back inside, the kitchen smells like heaven. Or as she and Grandma knead dough, dusting each other with flour and giggling the whole time. Under the big oak tree, Betty secretly feeds pieces of bread to a knowing goat. Paintbrush in hand, she helps Grandpa repaint the fence, only to realize she picked the wrong color. As she stares at the fence, she began to smile. The fence becomes a canvas of contrasting visions. As the stars begin to glow, Grandma wraps Betty in a cozy blanket. The sky stretches wide and full above her, and Betty smiles, finally realizing the quiet happiness she's found in the simple moments on the farm. Betty in a cozy blanket. The sky stretches wide and full above her, and Betty smiles, finally realizing the quiet happiness she's found in the simple moments on the farm.
This final stage is completely free, and you can test it as many times as you want until it's just right. And if you need more advanced features, you can check out the pricing starting from as little as $10 a month. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
It's for apple, apple. B is for baby, baby.
And in this video, I'll show you exactly how you can do the same. Let's dive in. The first thing you want to do when creating a kid's learning video is write a script, and there are a couple of ways to go about it. One way is to start by writing a simple prompt or idea for the kind of music track you want to create. Something like, make a slow, happy ABC song for toddlers. Then ask ChatGPT to generate the lyrics, but from my experience, when you let AI compose the lyrics entirely from scratch, it doesn't always come out sounding natural or fun enough for kids. So I prefer the second method, which works way better. Start by finding the most popular learning video from a competitor's channel, go to their transcript, and copy it. Then head over to ChatGPT and ask it to change some of the examples, remix the lyrics, and make the wording more playful and exciting so the song doesn't sound exactly the same this way. The structure stays familiar and effective, but the content feels fresh, original, and perfect for young learners. It's a simple trick to keep your videos fun, educational, and totally unique. Once the AI is done generating the lyrics, go ahead and copy them, then head over to Refusion. All the links you need will be in the description. If you don't already have an account, just register using your Gmail. This is the main interface, and it's super easy to use. The best part? It's completely free to use while it's still in beta. Now, instead of using a text prompt like usual, since we already have our lyrics, you'll click on Compose, and this is the workspace we'll be using. One very important step before doing anything else is to uncheck the instrumental box, because we don't want just music. We want our full lyrics sung in the track. Now paste the lyrics you got from ChatGPT into the lyrics box. Next, where it says sound, go back to ChatGPT and ask it to describe the type of sound that should go with the song. Make sure to mention that it should be slow-paced and clear, so kids can follow along easily. Now, ChatGPT will do a great job, but to make things even easier, ask it to write the description as a prompt that you can copy straight into the sound generator. Once you have the sound prompt, paste it into the sound box and hit generate. And just like that, your custom kids learning song is ready. It will take less than a minute to generate 2 songs to choose from. Now it's ready. Let's take a listen.
A is for apple. Apple, apple. A is for apple. Apple.
I will just download one of the songs because they both sound great. So after downloading your learning song, now comes the fun part, turning it into an awesome kids video using Canva. If you don't have Canva yet, no worries. Click the link in the description to sign up for free. Once you're on the Canva homepage, go ahead and select the video format. Choose the 16:9 ratio for YouTube. That'll take you to the magic workspace where we'll create your video. First things first, upload your learning song. Once it's done uploading, just click on it and it'll automatically drop into the timeline Now, you below. might notice your audio looks really short. That's because we need to add more scenes to match the full length of the song. Just click the plus icon on the timeline to add scenes until the full track is visible. Let's start designing. Hover over the first scene and head up to the Elements tab in the toolbar. Search for Garden and make sure to filter by graphics. Since our video is for kids, we want it to be colorful and fun, but not too cluttered. Pick a background you like, click on it, and then right-click greater than set as background. Boom. Now we've got a beautiful canvas to work with. Now let's bring in the ABCs. Type the letter A in the search bar and you'll see tons of fun styles. Once you pick one, Canva will show you more matching letters in that style. Super helpful. For the intro, I'll add A, B, and C. Just click on each letter and they'll appear on the canvas. You can then customize their colors, resize them, and arrange them however you like. To make it even more fun, add a few cute elements, but don't go overboard. Keep it tidy so kids can focus. Now let's add some text. Click on the text option in the toolbar. We're going to choose the heading text option because it's bold and easy to read, perfect for kids' videos. I'll go ahead and type the title of the song or video here, nice and big so it stands out. and in the search bar, type kids to find playful fonts. My go-to is Lolita 1. It's super kid-friendly. Change the color, play with the size, and add an outline to make the text pop. When everything's set up, it's time to animate. Click on each scene and try out different animation effects to bring your video to life. I will fast forward this whole process. For the text, I applied the bounce animation to make it playful and eye-catching. For the letters, I used the pop animation. It gives that fun, energetic feel. I also made sure to set all animations to enter only, so everything appears at just the right time without overwhelming the screen. Our intro is good to go. Now it's time to build the first scene, where we introduce each letter one by one. I'll click on the second page, set the background color to yellow to keep things bright and cheerful. Next, I'll head over to Elements and search for the letter A. Here's the fun part. Instead of using a regular letter, I'm choosing an animated letter with a cute face to keep things exciting and kid-friendly. I'll position it on the left corner of the screen. Since the song says A is for apple, I'll now type the word apple, choose a nice apple graphic, and add it to the scene. To help kids learn the word, I'll add a text box with the word apple, place it right on top of the apple graphic, and then customize the font and colors to make it pop. The color green looks really nice, and remember, we want everything to be colorful but not too busy. The focus should stay on the letter and the object. Now it's looking really good already, but there's one crucial step. You want the word and image to appear exactly when the song says apple. So here's what you'll do. Listen carefully to the song and find the exact moment it says apple. Place the timing bar right there on the timeline. Then drag the apple scene and the apple text so they start showing at that exact point. This way, everything matches perfectly, and kids can connect the sounds with the words and images, which makes learning much more effective and fun. Now it's time to animate the graphics and text to bring the scene to life. Since the letter A is already animated, I won't add any extra effects there. Instead, I'll click on the apple graphic, go to Animate, and choose the Rise animation. It gives it a nice smooth entrance. For the text, I'll use the Bounce animation to keep the energy up and make it more playful for kids. Next, I'll click on the apple again and go to Add-on Effects. This is where we can make the apple do even more. I want it to wiggle while it's on screen. Once that's applied, the animation for this scene is done. Now, I'll split the page to prepare for the next scene. But here's something important. Our song mentions apple a few times, so to complete the scene and make it more educational, I'll go to the Videos tab and search for a real-life video of apples. This helps kids recognize the object outside of cartoons, making that learning connection even stronger. Once you find the video, just click on it and then enlarge it to fit the screen. Super simple. And just like that, our first full scene is ready. Now that our apple scene is complete, let's move on to the next letter, B. Just like before, I'll start by creating a new page. This time, I will use the white background. Then I'll head over to Elements and search for an animated letter B. Again, I'm picking one with a face to keep the energy high and kid-friendly. I'll place it in the left corner just like we did with A, so everything stays consistent. Next, the song says B is for baby, so I'll type the word baby, search for a baby graphic from the Graphics tab, and add it to the scene. To save time, I'll go back to the A scene, copy the text, and then paste it into the new scene for letter B. I'll be doing this for all the letters. It really helps speed things up and keeps everything consistent across the video. For the animations, I'll skip animating the letter B since it's already animated, but I'll apply the Rise animation to the baby, and don't forget to adjust the visuals. Lastly, I'll add a real-life video of a baby from the Videos tab to help kids recognize what a real baby looks like. Now, for the other letters, you'll want to follow the exact same steps I just showed you. I went ahead and completed the rest of the letters off screen since it took me about 1 hour to finish everything, but you've got the process down now. I also added a fun touch to our intro, a flying bird animation. To make it even better, I'll add a bird chirping sound effect. This will keep the scene upbeat and engaging, making it more enjoyable for the kids watching. Adjust it to be the same length with the scene, then also lower the volume of the bird sound effect so it doesn't overpower the narration. It should just sit nicely in the background. Now, let's move on to the next step, transitions. This is what really ties everything together and makes your video flow smoothly from scene to scene. To add them, just hover your mouse between two scenes, click on the transition icon, and choose the one that fits your style. You don't have to add transitions to every scene, just the key ones to keep things smooth and engaging. Once you're happy with everything, export your video in 4K for the best quality. And here's a pro tip. If you're using Canva's built-in audio, make sure to connect your YouTube channel to Canva. This helps avoid copyright issues when uploading. Now that your video is exported, you're ready to share it with your audience.
A is for apple, apple. B is for baby, baby, baby. C is for candy, candy, candy. D is for diamond, diamond, diamond. E elephant, elephant. F is for fairy, fairy, fairy. G is for glasses, glasses, glasses. H is for hand, it's your hand, it's your hand. I is for igloo. J is for jelly. K is for keyboard, keyboard, keyboard. L is for ladybug, a ladybug, a ladybug. M is for monkey, I'm a monkey, I'm a monkey. N is for needle, and a needle, and a needle. O is for orange, orange, orange. P is for pony, pony, pony. Q is for queen, 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 queen. R is for rainbow, a rainbow, a rainbow. S is for spider, S the spider, S the spider. T is for tiger, tiger, tiger. U is for umbrella, umbrella, umbrella. V is for violin, of a violin, of a violin. W is for whale, double whale, double whale. X is for xylophone, X, xylophone, xylophone. Y is for yo-yo, yo-yo, yo-yo. Z is for zebra, is a zebra, is a zebra.
93 million views, 17 million, 14 million, all from simple, repetitive videos. And here's the wild part. These channels are fully automated. Now imagine doing the exact same thing in any niche you want. Scary stories, deep wisdom, historical facts, even 3D animated shorts. With this one tool, you can create, schedule, and publish to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram completely on autopilot. While everyone else burns out editing all day, you're building a money-making machine in your sleep. Want to know how? Let's dive in. The AI tool I'm talking about today is called Short AI, and here's why it's a game changer. It can create videos in any niche using natural human-like scripts. Most AIs sound robotic, but this one, it sounds real. You also get access to premium, natural-sounding voiceovers that feel like they were made by actual creators. Plus, it generates scene-specific animations and visuals and edits everything for you. Seriously, it's one tool that does all the heavy lifting. Let me show you how to use it to automate your entire video creation process. First, click the link in the description to get started. Once you're in, Short AI lets you generate bulk, unique videos for any niche, like Reddit stories, fake text messages, dialogue videos, and more. It even auto-generates captions and schedules your content directly to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, all hands-free. You don't need to stress about image generation or editing. Short AI handles everything. Just sign in with your Gmail, and you'll land on the main interface. This is where all the magic happens. Once you're on the main interface, you'll see templates you can use to start creating right away. I'm going to pick one to show you how it works. Short AI offers templates across specific niches like scary stories, motivation, and more. So if you're building a channel in one of those, you're covered. But you can also go fully custom. Either you choose a template, let the AI write your script based on a prompt, or paste in your own custom script. For this demo, I'm using a ChatGPT generated script about Napoleon Bonaparte. I'll just paste it into the script box. Then you'll see two separate fields, one for the hook and one for the ending. And since ChatGPT already gave me both, I'll just drop them in here. Once I'm happy with my script, I'll click Next. Now it's time to choose the background that sets the tone for your video. You'll also pick the aspect ratio here, 9:16 for shorts or 16:9 for long-form videos. The great part? Short AI lets you generate videos up to 2 minutes long, even for shorts. I'll go with a dark background to match the mood of my Napoleon story, then hit Next to move on. Now it's time to add captions. Choose a style that works well with fast-paced shorts, something bold and easy to read to keep viewers engaged. Once I've selected the caption style, I move to the final step, choosing the voiceover and background music. Next up is the voiceover. I'll filter by gender to find the available male voices since I want a male narrator for this one. Short AI supports over 32 languages, which is perfect if you want to scale your channel globally. Then I'll pick some background music, adjust the volume so it doesn't overpower the narration, and finally click Generate Video. This process takes about a minute to complete and your video will be ready for preview. Now the video is done, I will download it to my computer so I can play it in full screen. Now let's generate our second video, but this time we'll let the AI write the script for us. I'll select one of the templates. Let's go with interesting history. I'll leave the language set to English, add a quick ending line, and hit generate to let the AI do its magic. Now that we have our script, I'll click Next, choose a suitable background, and set the aspect ratio to 16:9 for a long-form video. From here, I'll just repeat the same steps as before. Captions, voiceover, and background music, which I won't add this time around, then sit back and wait for the results. I'll be playing both videos at the end of this tutorial, but now let me show you the most powerful part, how to automate the entire process by letting the AI schedule and post your videos directly to your channels. To connect your channel, just go to the Channels tab and click Add Channel. You can link to any of the supported platforms listed here, YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. If you want to connect more than one, you'll need to upgrade your plan. And here are the subscription plans, starting at just $19 a month, which is honestly a steal for the kind of automation you're getting. The most popular plan is $30 a month, and it's the one I personally use. With it, I can generate up to 90 videos a month, saving me both time and a ton of editing costs. For what it does, this tool practically pays for itself. Now let's jump into scheduling your videos. When you head to the projects section, you'll find all your generated videos there. Just click Post, and it'll automatically take you to the posting page. Here's the cool part. The AI already generates a thumbnail, title, and description for you. All you need to do is pick your posting date and time, hit schedule post, and boom, you're done. The whole process takes just minutes. Thanks for watching. Now go automate your next viral hit.
What if I told you one man nearly conquered all of Europe, then lost everything? Let me tell you the story of Napoleon Bonaparte, a man who started with nothing, yet rose to become one of the most powerful leaders in history. It all began during the chaos of the French Revolution. Napoleon, a young artillery officer, quickly made a name for himself. Brilliant in strategy, fearless in action, he rose fast. In 1799, he took control of France in a bold political move. By 1804, Napoleon crowned himself emperor. No pope, no ceremony, just power. From there, it didn't just stop. Napoleon set his sights on Europe, Austria, Prussia, Spain, Britain. One by one, he outsmarted them all. His empire grew fast. He built new kingdoms, placed his brothers on thrones, and reshaped the map of Europe. His strategy was unstoppable. Europe couldn't keep up. But as with all great stories, there was a twist. Napoleon went too far. In 1812, he set out for Russia. The journey was massive, unlike anything Europe had seen before. But Russia wasn't as easy to conquer as he thought. The land turned against him. The harsh cold, the lack of supplies. It was too much. By the time he returned, only a fraction of his forces made it back. Back in France, his power started to fade. The once loyal supporters began to disappear. Napoleon was exiled to a small island, far from the glory he once knew. But Napoleon wasn't done. He escaped. He returned to France. But his return didn't last. One last attempt to reclaim his empire didn't succeed. And so, Napoleon was exiled again, this time to a remote island, where he spent his final years alone. Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who once ruled an empire, spent his last days in isolation, far from everything he had once controlled. So, who was Napoleon? A genius, a visionary, a man who reached too high. One thing's for sure, he left a mark on history that won't be forgotten. Subscribe for more history shorts that hit like a movie.
In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, nestled among dense foliage, lay the remnants of a lost civilization, the Muisca Empire. Established over 1,000 years ago, this culture was known for its artistry and wealth. The legend of El Dorado originated from tales of their golden rituals and shimmering treasures. Yet, as the Muisca flourished, they faced a heavier conflict. External invaders sought their rich resources. As their artisans crafted intricate goldwork, the threat loomed larger. These artisans created masterpieces of gold and emerald, adorning their leaders in displays of splendor. But the beauty of their art couldn't shield them from danger. The climax came one fateful day. A rival force breached the empire's defenses, drawn by tales of riches. As chaos ensued, the vibrant marketplaces filled with sound transformed overnight into a silent reminder of what once was. The once thriving city succumbed to the shadows of history, hidden by the overgrowth of time. Yet, the legacy of the Muisca never vanished entirely. Their architectural innovations, like terraced farming and stunning aqueducts, influenced future civilizations. Stories of their artistry continued to captivate explorers and scholars alike. Today, as archaeologists unearth remnants of this forgotten empire, we glimpse the beauty and wisdom of the Muisca. The intricate techniques they developed continue to inspire artists and architects. The stories of their triumphs linger, offering fascinating insights into a civilization that shaped its world, despite the ultimate fate that befell it. Subscribe for more.